Crude and net gas both started the week on a slight bullish bias, and yes, 90.6, 90.8 zone again giving a and good resistance, and it is trading at 90.6 as of now. At the same time, net gas also has 2.86 as a greater resistance. It is trying to stay above the levels. Yes, it has not yet breached below 2.768 zone, which is a great support zone. So what to expect today from oil and gas, which position you should take in order to profit, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. This is a great appreciation, inspiration, motivation for me to deliver twice a day analysis. The next update will be released before the US session. Thus, press the bell icon or join my free Telegram channel to get the live market updates. With that, let's start. First, we look into oil, followed with gas. Watch till on the hourly charts. See, prices dipped here towards 88.6 levels. Good, great support, and then since have recovered. Right now, looking at moving averages are looking upwards, moving, staying bullish. Higher lows are getting created, higher highs are seen. Yes, beyond 90.8, we can expect 91.2, 91.5 zone, which is a great resistance zone here, and staying below beyond the zone. See, this is the top of the channel, which is a long-term bullish channel, bearish channel or sideways channel, which is created, and hence this zone is going to remain created. We have discussed several times in our weekly and daily reviews that 91.4, 92.5 levels, this zone is very critical for crude oil, and yes, probability for it to achieve the levels also exists. Stochastic near to overbought. MACD has crossed over, trying to trade with divergence. This is a bullish sign. You can see the waves here in oil. So yes, it is still staying bullish as of now. RSI near to overbought zone. Coming to 2 on the 2-hour chart, see, price is always converging here and staying bullish, staying above 20 period moving average. Good bullish signs these are. You can see drop, retracement, drop, again rise. So yet, yes, it is trying to stay bullish. At the same time, higher lows are seen. So I will definitely expect once it stays below $90 levels, and then 89.5, 89.6 zone, this is the level below which the bears might take over. As long as 89.5, 89.4 levels are respected, we cannot say that oil is turned bearish. However, one can initiate a sell entry somewhere here at around $90 levels, but with a caution note that 89.5, 89.4 levels should be watched out for, and then below that more bearishness is going to prevail. Stochastic overbought. MACD is slightly trading with a bearish bias, but yes, it has still got room for it to continue on the upside. See, it is trading in the waves. The red part is done. If it crosses over, certainly more bullish momentum may prevail. RSI near to overbought. Coming to 3-hour, on the 3-hour charts likewise, see, rise, retracement, rise, and trying to retrace, yielding higher lows and higher highs. That is why I say below 90 there could be bearishness. We can expect 89.6, 89.4 zone, very good support, and then ultimately this is the support zone which I will be looking forward to at around 88.3 and 89. This is a great support zone here if it continues its movement on the downside. If you look at this, see, breakout was seen here. This was the resistance. This has given a breakout here from 87.6. So this is the greatest support on the downside. Stochastic overbought. MACD almost staying flat, and it can diverge more. RSI very near to overbought here. Coming to 4-hour. Now look at 4-hour charts, staying bullish, yielding greener candles here. And see, this is rise, a slight retracement candle, then again couple of bullish candle. Also, if you look at it, is trying to give a breakout here. After this consolidation, it is trying to give a breakout. So yes, it appears that possibly beyond 90.8 we can expect 91.2, 91.5 levels as the first resistance zone. 91.2, 91.5 zone is going to give it a very good tough resistance, and staying beyond 91.5 is where the bulls will try to take over. See, this is the top of the channel which I will look forward for it to achieve somewhere here at around 91.6, 91.5 levels. Stochastic is overbought. This is giving a sign of caution, but look at MACD. See, MACD is still almost staying flat, and it is still in green, and it can yield double top levels before looking forward to any down move, which also suggests that it would try to aspire for the top of the channel before looking forward to any down move. RSI near to overbought. Coming to the daily charts. Now see, this is what we are talking about. This is a channel. This is a flag formation. It is reversed from the bottom of the channel. We have discussed several times that here at this time it failed to achieve the bottom of the channel despite three attempts previously, and this suggests that it was going to stay bullish, and we were looking forward to 92.5, 92 zone. Now oil has almost achieved those zone here, and it is still aspiring to achieve those levels here. See, if you look at the previous three candles, almost had got the resistance at 90.6 levels. Now it is staying beyond 90.6. I will wait for it to break past 91 90.8. You can expect 91.2, 91.5 levels. Great resistance here at 91.5, 92.5 levels. Now let me show you why these levels are important. Those who have not watched earlier, you can see this on the weekly charts rather, because see, the charts might, on the daily chart there are a lot many candles. Look at this. This is where the resistance lies. This is precisely 92.5 levels, and then we can look forward to 95. And right now what it is trying to achieve, it is trying to achieve those levels here, and it's staying bullish. So this is something you should note. At the same time, one must also note that the prices are staying divergent from the moving average. You can see a parallel is created here. Also, if you note, see, higher lows are getting created. Thus on the downside we have to wait for it to stay below 89 and then 88, 87.5 levels in order to confirm the further bearish bias. Else, as long as these levels are respected, we cannot treat oil as bearish. If you look at stochastic, this is extremely overbought, and hence some point of time it has to retrace a little on the downside. MACD is bullish, MACD is diverging, and it has traveled a longer distance, and it does not mean that it cannot rise further. RSI is also staying overbought. See, staying overbought almost flat. This calls for a little pullback, which is mandatory on the daily charts. So yes, beyond 90.8 we can expect 91.2, 91.5 greater resistances here, and at those levels we will see how it behaves. Right now it is looking upwards. Right now it is still staying bullish. At the same time, I will recommend you to sell here at $90 levels. Below 90 is where slight bearishness may prevail. I will look forward to 89.5, 89.6 levels as the first target, 89.2, 89 as the next, and then 88.6 first. Very strongest resistance on the downside is at 88.6, and then 87.5 levels. These two are going to remain very good support levels on the downside. So take positions accordingly. Buy at 90.8. Chances for it to achieve 91.2, 91.5 zone stays strong, and that is the top of the channel which we are looking at, and this is going to remain a critical resistance zone at 91.5, 92.5. Very strong resistance exists here. Trade accordingly. Trade with the stop loss, trade with the trailing stop loss. Now let's have a look at net gas. And before we proceed, if you want to learn this art of trading, you should join my mentorship batch. The 26th batch is going to start on first week of October. Only limited seats are available, and it is purely on the first come first serve basis. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now let's look at net gas on the hourly. See, net gas on the hourly charts, one single candle, then it is, see, it is getting lot much of pressure from the upside. Again one move will come which will take it or yield a similar size of candle. So I will wait for it to stay above 28.86, 2.9 zone, which is a greater resistance for gas as of now. Yes, once it stays above 2.86, see, this price has to stay above 2.86. We can look forward to 2.88, 2.9 levels. Beyond 2.9 is where the bulls might try to take over. Yes, it has got right now good resistance at around these levels. The stochastic is overbought, trying to cool down a bit, but look at MACD. This has crossed over at the bottom, trying to trade with divergence and bullishness. RSI almost staying flat. Coming to 2 hour chart. On the 2 hour charts, yes, higher lows, higher highs, trying to stay bullish. Wait for it to stay about 2.86, and then we can say that it can continue on the upside. Also, if you look at what has happened, prices are too much divergent from the 2050 moving average. It has converged towards the 100, now looking upward. So yes, the bullish momentum can still prevail. Stochastic back to overbought. MACD willing to converge. It has seen a good cycle here. Now, if it crosses over, it can yield another greener cycle here. RSI rising. Coming to 3 hour charts, look at 3 hour charts, higher lows, higher highs. Wait for it to stay about 2.86. Very simple, but then you have to trade with caution as long as 2.9, 2.92 is respected. Beyond 2.92 is where the target of $3 will get achieved. Beyond 3, it is almost that we are looking forward to 3.2 as well in the near future. Now that is why I say yes, beyond 2.86 you can buy, but then you have to be careful for as long as 2.92 is respected. So then you might find resistance at 2.88, 2.9, 2.92 zone. This is a great resistance zone. The stochastic is rising. MACD is again willing to converge for a crossover on the buy side. RSI is almost staying flat. Coming to 4 hour. Now on the 4 hour charts, higher lows, higher highs, getting little resistance here. And see, it is creating steps for it to rise. See, once we have to rise, it is only one step at a time. So yes, trying to create one step at a time, then it can yield similar size of candle, taking it towards 2.88, 2.9 levels, 2.92 as well. Stochastic rising, MACD is bearish. It can converge. See the waves it is creating here: first wave, second wave, and if it crosses over from here, third wave of will start, initiate, and that is going to be bullish one. RSI looking upwards. Coming to the daily. Now look at daily charts here. See, after the reversal, couple of red candles and retracement. Now it is trying to reverse again. We can see more bullish momentum gathering here. Moving averages, trying to trade with divergence, trying to trade with bullishness, looking upwards. Yes, if it stays about 2.86, you can buy, wait for it to break past 2.9, 2.92 zone, and then one can expect that it is going to continue with the bullish momentum here. You can see this higher lows, higher highs staying in this bullish channel. The top of the channel is about $3 levels. Stochastic has retested a bit. MACD is still in green. It's still looking upwards. RSI is flat. Considering this, I will recommend you to buy 2.86. When I say buying price at 2.86, this price has to be about 2.86 levels. You can buy here, but then as long as 2.92 is respected, this is slightly riskier. Hence, you have to trade with the stop loss at your entry price. On the downside, below 2.8 levels is where slight bearishness may prevail, and below 2.8 where, see, as long as 2.76 is respected, the bearishness might not be seen in net gas and it can reverse strongly. 2.76, 2.8 zone, I have always been mentioning that as long as these levels are respected, should not treat net gas as bearish. So yes, this is a great support zone for today and for the near term, and then 2.7 levels will be seen if it stays below 2.76. So trade accordingly, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training queries. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead, friend. See you again before the US session. Thank you.